Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 16th. It's cold, of course. It's winter. It is 16 degrees and it's supposed to go up to 27. Wow, it's a heat wave. But it's early and to get up early. I have an appointment with my insurance to review my insurance, obviously. That's why I'm going with my insurance. And, okay, buddy, do you not see me? I don't think he does. Okay. I was talking to myself. I didn't know if he knew that. But anyway, and then after that, I have to go to the UPS store because Christy bought something from Amazon that didn't work. For her, it was nothing wrong with the product. It just wasn't what she thought it was going to be. So I got to drop that off at the UPS store, and then I have to go to Kroger's because I have to get some groceries. And then I got to go by David's house to pick up his check so I can cash it for him, and then go back to David's house to leave him his money, and then stay on track for the rest of the day. That meal last night really kept me full. So, it was an odd dinner, I know, but you know, I just didn't know what I wanted. And so I think tonight I'm going to have tacos. I'm going to get extra hamburgers so that Jim can make a hamburger because he's not a big taco fan. And but Tuesdays are taco day. What else am I going to do? I'll probably just make him some French fries. I got French fries in the freezer. If he doesn't work, he doesn't know yet. He has an eye doctor appointment, so I scheduled this wrong, so we could have both went together to this, but you know, we don't really need both of us there for that. Okay, now we're on the bumpy road. Not that that wasn't bumpy, because it was. I know this isn't really adjusted. Let me see if I can fix it without it coming off the windshield. Sorry about my hand. I get tired of eating the same stuff all the time, but it's not, even when I was eating wrong, I ate all the wrong stuff, and I ate the same stuff all the time, and I did get tired of it. So you can't even say that that's the problem. You know, I'm not in a chitty chatty mood right now. I'm just not. Let me try to think of a story that maybe I can tell that'll. Oh, when I grew up, we had one dog. I don't even know how we had that dog, but her name was Bonnie, and she always scared me. She always barked at me. She didn't like me. We didn't have her very long. I don't know. My dad didn't like animals. He always said he didn't like cats, but you know, he'd always throw some food to the cat. So I kind of think he really did like the cat. He just pretended like he didn't. When we first got married, Jim and I had a cat named Donald that was very smart, because you could throw a ball and fetch it, and it would run and get it, bring it back, and drop it at your feet. It was the only cat we ever had that was that smart. But we had this one dog, Millie, that was Danny's dog, and Millie was a runner. Millie loved to run. If you didn't grab a hold of her when you opened that front door, she was out the door like a shot, and then you'd have to go chase her down. But she was kind of like a smart dog, because like you'd be running after the dog, and if you got too far ahead, she always wanted it to be a fair fight, so she would stop to try to let you catch up, and just as you were reaching down to put your arm on her, or hand on her collar, she was off like a shot. She was gone again. And my favorite memory of her is the one time I couldn't figure out where she was. I was looking everywhere, and I thought she couldn't have gotten far. Where could she have been? And I was looking around, and did she not bark at me? Kind of like to say, well, here I am, stupid. I'm over here. And I saw her, and I was like, ah. So we finally gave her away. We gave her to a friend of Jim's. I know it sounds cliche, but he really did have a farm. And so Millie went and lived out her last years on the farm, and she loved it because she could run free, and she ran everywhere she wanted to go, and she was fine. But at the same time, we got Riley. Well, no, actually, we got Minnie. Minnie Moo, that was my other cat. I love Minnie Moo. Minnie Moo lived to be 19. But Christy didn't like Minnie Moo because she said she embarrassed her, because Christy had a paper route. My kids all had to have a paper route. They had to learn very early responsibility as far as money. So they had to have a job of some sort, whether it was to go and shovel a neighbor's lawn or something. They had to do shovel a neighbor's lawn, shovel a neighbor's snow, or rake their leaves or cut their grass. They had to do something. They had to earn some of their own money when they got old enough. And so they all had a paper route. And this cat would follow Christy. And when she would stop, like at each house, to walk up to the house to put the paper on the porch, the cat would wait down on the sidewalk until Christy walked back. And then Christy would walk to the next house and the cat would walk with her. And she would stop and wait for Christy. Christy hated this. The neighbors all loved it. And they'd all say, oh, how cute, there's a cat. She'd always try to sneak out without the cat. But the cat always got out. And then another cat we had was Axel, which was actually, Jimmy gave it to a girlfriend. He was a big honking cat. He was like a tomcat. He was huge. He was like a big, big, big cat. And when the girlfriend broke up with him, she brought the cat back. And the cat did not get along with Minnie Moo. And he was pretty much an outside cat anyhow. So we had a little straw house in the garage that he'd stay in. He never really liked being in the house. I don't know why, but anyway, he was a good cat too. We had him for a long time. He was a good mouser, so we didn't have to worry about mice. All right, well, I'm getting on the expressway, and you know what that means. Bye-bye. Okay, let's eat breakfast. It's like, where's Waldo? What's missing? What do you think is missing? I started my day with a prayer. I've drank 50 ounces of water. I've walked 4,025 steps. My quote is, yes, you can. The road may be bumpy, but stay committed to the process. 25 smart points. I have 3 for my 4 slices of center cut bacon, 0 for my grapefruit tea, water, and banana, 0 for my egg, 3 for my half a bagel, and 1 for my teaspoon of peanut butter. So it's a 7-point breakfast. I still have 18 points left for the rest of my day. I only had a half of a bagel, so that's 3 points. I did have 4 slices of bacon, and I only used the peanut butter a teaspoon at a time. I think it's more if you use more than 1 teaspoon, but that's about what I use. So there's my breakfast. Let's go eat. Okay, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to eat my berries, have another cup of tea and a glass of water. It's about an hour and a half since I've eaten breakfast. So we'll see. I'm going to use my Spider-Man plate. And it's a 0-point snack. We'll see if not eating so much fruit at one time makes a difference. And this is just a luncheon plate. It's not a whole big dinner plate. We'll see. Time will tell. Well, once again, a two-parter. I wanted to tell you how proud I was of myself because when I went to Kroger's, those donuts were calling me. I had to go right by there to get my bread, and I walked right past it. But then I came across my favorite coffee cake was buy one, get one free. And that way I could have got my cheese coffee cake, which I like, and get the raspberry walnut, which Jim likes. And I thought about it for a minute. I'll be honest with you. I was thinking, I could put one in the freezer. But then I thought, no, it's just like the bread. I would probably eat it frozen. So I continued on my way, and I didn't buy it. So I was really proud of myself. A victory for me. But I have to remember not to put a hat on when my hair is wet. Because look, as much as I say I don't care about my hair, when I'm looking at it, it looks bad. It just does. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to be entering myself in any beauty contests. This is me. Wash and go. And this looks like a wash and go look. So I don't know if I said it. Once again, it was 30 years ago I can remember. 5 minutes ago, forget it. But I did like having my berries later. It was a lot of berries, so it was kind of nice waiting the hour, hour and a half. I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes actually. But I think it'll be better for me. We'll see. The scale will show. And I'll leave it at that. So I'll see you guys during part 2.